welcome to Pro Learners. So, as we have already performed the acid, base and salt test of various solutions using the common natural indicators that are turmeric solution and the China rose solution. If you haven't watched those videos, kindly check the link in the description box or on the I button of the video. But there is one more natural indicator, that is litmus paper, which changes its color to red or blue whenever reacted with acid or base. But today's video will tell you all about the pH scale and the pH paper, which is yet another very interesting thing in chemistry. Now let's start. So here I am having a pH paper already with me, which I have bought from Flipkart. If you also want to get it, kindly check the link in the description box below. And now we will see what are the different components we have received in this pH paper. In the front we can see the labeling of universal indicator paper, which shows pH from 1 to 14, and at the back you will find some steps and guidelines written over here. Now as we move inside this pH paper, the very first thing we see are the colors. So these are the pH color marks which are marked from the number 1 to 14, and each color has its different meaning which tells the strength of the acid or base that has to be tested. These color indications is known as pH scale. And on the other side we will find the main component of this folder, that is the pH paper. So you can see these are the various pH strips. In this folder I have got 80 strips. Now the question arises, how do we use this? So it is not very difficult, it is just simple. You just need to take one strip out of this and dip it in the solution that has to be tested. And you need to observe the color change on this paper and match it with these color indications. And then to whichever the color indications your color change matches, that will be the pH value of the solution. Till now we have seen the basic thing about the pH paper. Now I am going to tell you some very important and some interesting things regarding this pH scale. So at the very first, the concept of pH scale was introduced by a Danish chemist Sorensen in the year 1909. We define pH scale as a scale on which the strength of the acid as well as the base could be represented. This scale has numbers marked from 0 to 14, and each number indicates a pH value. Here every number have a particular color marked on it, and every color have a different meaning. Now I will explain you this with a simple example. As in mathematics, we all uses these type of scale or the rulers to measure the length of the sides in our geometry. These scales have the markations from 0 to 15 or 0 to 30, but this doesn't have a limit. They can be extended to more units also. In the similar manner, scientists were in a need to find a scale for chemistry on which they will measure the strength of the acids and the bases. So they came out with a result as the pH scale. This scale in chemistry has markations from 0 to 14, which is fixed. So now I hope that this concept is crystal clear to you with a simple example. Now let's move ahead and explore the term pH. In the term pH, the letter P stands for a German word potens, which means power, and the letter capital H stands for hydrogen ion concentration. pH is written as small p and the capital H. And an important thing to remember is that pH is a pure number, it doesn't have any unit. So the numbers you see here are the unitless. Now you might ask that what is the difference between the common indicator and the pH indicator. So let me tell you. The common indicator that includes litmus paper, methyl orange, turmeric indicator and many more. These only tell us that whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature, but they didn't let us know how much strong or weak that acid and base is. So to detect the strength of acid and base, we required a universal indicator, which is a mixture of several indicators or the dyes that tell us how much acidic or basic a solution is. Now we have reached at the end of today's video. I hope that this video will prove out to be helpful and informative for you all. So don't forget to like, share this video and subscribe to my channel for new updates, and also share your experience about the video in the comments below. Thank you.